Hello and welcome, and thank you for joining me. Today, I wanted to play around with Agentforce Data Library and ingest some data into Salesforce and then use it within a prompt to further ground our prompts. So, a use case for this would be, let's say, if you have some simple static files that you want to ingest into Salesforce without having to create all the knowledge articles, because maybe the files are just in PDF and they're not going to change as often, but you still want your agents to have ability to be able to read through those files and answer questions for either your internal or external user. In this scenario, I'm just using this website from Jefferson Health, how to do our best and worst health habits for your heart. It's a blog post. What I did is I just downloaded this and converted the HTML into PDF. And now I'm going to just ingest it. So first you go to Agentforce Data Library. And here you can just click on New Library and give it a name and a description and upload your file. So I'm just going to show you real quick because I already have one ingested. And then once you create your library, you can upload files here. That is how you would create the Agentforce Data Library. Once the uploading is complete, then we can now go to Prompt Builder. And let's create a new prompt template. We're going to choose Flex and call it Answer FAQ about heart. Just questions related to heart health. And I'm going to call it a question, and it's just going to be a free text. So this is just the source. So we are here on the familiar prompt template workspace. To save time, I'm going to copy paste my prompt that I have. Change a few things here. Okay, so we're just defining the role and scope. Your task is to provide clear and helpful answers to whatever the question we have. So in this case, the free text is the question. This could be a combination of things. And please use the following information to help answer your question. And over there, we're going to say Einstein search and drag file UDMO. And this is where you'll see all your libraries that you ingested. And this is the one that I want to use, HeartBlog. So that's my Einstein search library or Agentforce library. And I'm also saying tailor your response to the question, do not give me unnecessary information, and your tone should be friendly and informative, etc. And now we're going to save this. And when you try to save it, you're going to get an error for search text. So we have to actually provide the search text. I'm still learning how to create the perfect semantic search text. For this example, I'm going to just assume the search text is my question, because the way how semantic search works differently from the normal SOQL is it's able to decipher what we're talking about semantically. So it doesn't need the exact query. So I'm going to assume that's my question is going to be semantic search. I'm sure there are ways to make this better. But for now, we're just going to stick with the question and then save it. And okay, so once that's saved, then we can test our input. So let's change the model to GPT-4 Omni and test the input for a healthy heart. So look at this. This is the task, and for the search results, it is actually looking at this chunk. We can take a look at this from Data Cloud as well, what it looks like. And it's going to grab the information that's relevant and spit it out here. We can also tweak on how many things we want to show. We can say limit it to 250 characters or whatever. So to maintain a healthy heart, consider the following guidelines. Engage in regular physical activity, adopt a balanced diet, know your family history, avoid smoking, and so on. Now let's see if it actually gathered that correctly. Know your numbers, consume processed food, blah, blah. Okay, so it did got the gist of it. Now let's ask something more specific maybe. Okay, so it gave me some answers. I will need to go back and check if it gave me the right answers or it kind of manifested its own answers and hallucinated. So we'll have to tweak that and see, but adding this data source within your prompt definitely makes it more grounded. And whenever you ingest a data library in the Agentforce, what you're really doing in the background is creating a data lake object and a data model object in the data cloud that is also coming with its own chunking and indexing. That is how you're able to access this. So if I go to Data Cloud and go to Einstein Studio, that's where you can see all these retrievers. So I ingested some different websites data, and this is the one that we just ingested that is created within the retrievers. And furthermore, you can look at data lake objects, and that's where you'll see this file UDMO, and that kind of have three different things: index, chunk, and transcribe. It's not appearing here, but it's because recently viewed. So you'll see three different sets of information for each of those data library, and kind of combines everything together. One of them is the content, the other is the vector embedding itself, and the directory table. It needs the structuring by using the directory table. Then it has the content chunked in different ways. So it figures out what's the best strategy to chunk it. And let's say it depends on how your knowledge is organized within those content. So you'll need to go back to your content and make sure that it is organized in a way that makes sense. And there are best practices around what your content should look like all of the headers, subheaders, all of those things really matter when you're feeding it into either the data library, or maybe even if you're ingesting directly into unstructured data in the data cloud. So keep that in mind. And there's really good articles on Salesforce to best practices around how to create the content so it's suitable for the agent to ingest. Okay, if you wanted to also see what it looks like, you can always go to query editor right here and go create a new query. I already have one, and just gives you a really good way to look at it. So you can go to data lake object. Here we'll see all of these things, and then you can go here and do query with all fields to see what it looks like. I'm a visual learner, so when I see things, it makes sense to me. So you can see all of these different queries. The blocks is automatically kind of parsed and separated out. The wrap text is pretty big. Obviously, I just picked up a random website. If it was your knowledge, what you would probably do is you have the question and the answer, follow all the best practices, and then you can get better information when you're asking your agent. Okay, so that's all about this. Just to show you another example of another prompt that I built by ingesting data from Penn Medicine website. I just went to the colon cancer page and kind of ingested this entire site here. And we can see and check it out. So we can ask some questions here as well, test inputs, and ask a more specific question. So maybe I can say that how to for colon cancer, and then review that. It should bring me close information around that. So colonoscopy and other things. Back with pretty accurate answers so far based on my initial testing. Um, it relies on the exact information that you fed in the data library and gives you the information. You can always tweak your prompt as you like, and you can see here how it's actually getting that information too. These are the values. So it knows to go to this specific chunk, and these are the actual text from the website. And like I said, in ideal scenario, my content would be structured differently to make it easier for the prompt to understand. Anyways, I just wanted to share this because I was fascinated by how this would work with unstructured data. So far, I was trying out the Salesforce data and knowledge articles. So it was really fascinating to see how it works, because in real projects, these are the things you're really going to want to use. Not necessarily the Agentforce data library, because this is more relevant for static pieces of information. But if you have something that is going to constantly change, you may need to think about other approaches like ingesting that unstructured data into data cloud and then scheduling it. Anytime there are changes, you need to make sure that your agent is not getting fed into the archive data. That's the worst possible thing you can do with your agent, is have it access to data that is out of sync. So you don't want to have your agent data library constantly being uploaded if the data is constantly changing. But this is a really good way to get started and get your hands dirty and play around with what it could look like if you were implementing it. I'm planning on ingesting unstructured data into Data Cloud. That will be a separate video that I'll be making. So please check it out, and thank you so much for watching.